How you doing, Jens? All good for this weekend?
Yes, thank you. Been good to have another full week of training, and again on grass. Since the weather in Scotland is apparently amazing in January, so we've had a good week so far, and a new face into join, which has been positive and really good to see him. He's looked after himself while he's had off season since he stopped in his former club, and he's in good shape. Obviously, we have to look after him the first couple of weeks still, but was able to get through full training today, and that's really positive and really fast. Good to have him on board as well.
Yeah, what made you go for him?
Well, because we have identified through extensive scouting, both watching him and the data scouting, that he has some of the qualities that we have been looking for in a 9. Strong, athletic, good in the air, good hold-up play, but he can also move both in and out of possession, and then we still think that he's got a lot of potential that he hasn't fulfilled yet, because he's quite of a late bloomer, but his mentality and his grit has brought him through a different way to reach the full-time professional level of football, from going to the States at a young age, leaving his family, and then just building and adding qualities and getting through some a different way, not the straight way, to having a fantastic season last year as a number 9, and now he's here. We see a young man who is really hungry and determined to get the most out of his talents.
You mentioned data there, Jens. More and more clubs are looking at data players. Is that is that a big part in your recruitment process?
Yeah, of course it is. We use it both in our recruitment and in our analysis, like so many other clubs, most clubs today. But obviously have intensified that and have formed a good partnership with a data company we use, and we use that data all the time. He really stood out there, and obviously it's also about looking with the football eyes, looking at the person behind, and then see if all things align in a positive way, and we feel they do. We know that we need to lift his fitness level in the short term now, and then we also know that he needs to adapt to an even higher level of football. But we are positive that he will make an impact on this team, both in the short term, but especially in the little bit longer perspective.
Are you expecting to bring more in before the end of the window?
Yeah, of course. There's a situation where we lost a very good centre back. Celtic took Stephen Welsh back, and what's going to happen there is unsure. We have a really good dialogue with them, but obviously time is passing, and the window is closing, and we need to obviously prepare and have something lined up. So that's also what we are doing, to have alternatives there, because it's we can't leave that to the final moment. So we are obviously working really intensively on that, and then we're always looking to see if we can get if we can make the squad even stronger. Hopefully 1 or 2 more before the window is closed, and
In terms of players who potentially make out, is there any update on Tawanda? Has there been any concrete bids for him or any concrete interest in him?
There's been a lot of concrete rumours about Tawanda, and a lot of concrete speculation and guessing and all sorts of things that we have to hear and sometimes read. But we are in no negotiations with anyone regarding any of our top players, and we are not selling any of our top players this window. It's very late, and we want them to stay here and finish at least this season, and then we'll see in the summer. We want to build a stronger squad than what we have right now, sharpen up a few things, and that plan doesn't include selling our best players.
Does that include even if a club comes in with a very large transfer fee that perhaps Motherwell couldn't say no to?
Well, I think I've said before that we are under no pressure in this football club because the club is well driven over time, and we made a really good big sell of Lennon in the summer. So there's no stress from anyone that we need to generate money now from a sell. On the contrary, there's a mutual agreement and understanding that we want to strengthen our opportunities to reach out for the maximum possible of this season, and obviously that includes keeping hold of the best players.
Will you be glad when the transfer window closes?
Look, obviously then we know we don't have to have any more talks and discussions with agents right now, but the transfer window for football clubs are more or less open the whole season. Your recruitment department and your dialogues with agents and other clubs and the players doesn't shut down just because it's February or it's September. It's an ongoing thing, and then obviously it intensifies in this period, and then okay, at the end of that window, then you don't have to speculate anymore. But nothing is keeping me awake at night regarding losing players that are important to us.
Yeah, as you mentioned there, that there would need to be a sort of cut-off point before you decide if you move on to another target. If you can't get Stephen back here from Celtic, have you got that kind of timescale in mind that you have to say, okay, we need to move on, or great, we'll do this again?
We do, yes, but not something that I will share here. As I said, we have a good dialogue with Celtic and with Stephen and his backroom team, his agents, and we'll see where that goes. But we would have hoped that would have been resolved earlier, and obviously we need to do our work in the background so we don't end up with nothing there.
Yeah, sure. Or Callum Henry and Elliot Watt coming on in their fitness box?
I think I described thoroughly last week that they were where they were, and if you rewind 1 week and then go forward,
Gotcha.
then they are 1 week later. But they're following that plan, and it's looking good. There's been no complications, so they're 1 week closer.
This home form you've got, we were just discussing your home form here, and how few goals you concede, especially in the league here. That must give the team great confidence. Was it October last time you conceded, was it?
I have no idea. But yes, I think not just at home, but I think every time we step on the pitch, you see a team that's very confident, that feels, I wouldn't say invincible, but they feel, and you can see that they have a good chance of getting 3 points. We've been better and better at getting that throughout the season here, and that is because some of the things we identified with our data partner that we needed to sharpen up, we can see on all our data points that we have developed in all areas since, when was that, about 10-11 games ago, and that has been massive for our opportunities to maximize points wise of the games, and it obviously gives a good feeling and just trust to each other that all right, we got this, and then we know, even though there's some difficult spells in the games, that we can come back and get on top again, and we're gonna need that again on Saturday against a team that is fighting for their lives, with some fresh new inputs from the sideline, they have attacking quality. They have individualists up front who can hurt any team. I think that's evident, and eventually they're gonna get that experience where they feel okay, there's something for us, and we're back on top and get some momentum. And we have to be really, really good, and I think find an even higher level than we did last week to make sure that that doesn't happen on Saturday.
Any new bumps or bruises from the weekend?
No, I don't think so. No, and another good thing is that Sam Nicholson is, after a very, very long time of struggles and injuries, is almost back in full training. That's fantastic. We have to be patient and smart with his progression, but it's really, really positive for everyone, and especially me, who haven't really seen him as a player, see him out there, because he's a lovely person and a very good football player. And even Andy, who's also been out for a while, is also on his way back, and it's really good to have these guys back as well.